Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Howdy all, assholeconsulting.com. You got questions, we got answers, as long as you got money. Hey Aaron, I'm a 21-year-old guy living in central Pennsylvania. We are a fairly conservative state with the exception of Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. I was wondering if you could make a video on my situation, so here it is. I share a room with my brother who claims to be unable to work because he gets social anxiety. Yeah, that bullshit. Yeah, that's millennial bullshit. He's not fooling anyone. He might fool the psychologist, he might fool the drug industry, he might fool the government, but he's not fooling, no, social anxiety. I work 2 jobs because I'm trying to get the fuck out and make something of my life. I have a 5-year plan in which I'm budgeting and spending locally in order to accrue some sort of savings and an emergency fund. My brother stays up till 5 a.m. playing video games, which he plays all day, and I wake up at 5 a.m. to go to my first job. He parasites off of both my mother and myself. Here's the funny part: when I tell him I'm a conservative and I don't agree with the leftist ideology, because I think it's unethical to believe other people are entitled to my money, and that I would be entitled to theirs, he tells me that I should not care because the left are in my benefit and the conservatives are for the rich's benefit. He doesn't even believe that shit. You know what? He's just lying to himself so he could keep collecting the government doll. This tired argument that the Democrats are for the little people. I think they're just for the little guy. Yeah. The fucking dumbest political analysis, which sadly is about 80% of the Republicans are for big business and white people, and Democrats are for the little guy. It's just this simplistic. Well. So your brother is lying to you right there. He's being dishonest. I don't believe it for one fucking second. He just wants to not work. He just wants to continue playing video games. I brought my brother to Wendy's the other night, and I allowed him a $10 credit because I was celebrating. I then used that as an example to prove that even though in a conservative capitalist economy there wouldn't be a government-issued safety nets, there would be an abundance of resources that would have been stolen from the individual otherwise in a socialist economy, and that when people have an abundance of resources, they tend to give it to charity or help out people down on their luck. Even though he understood that, he's still a liberal. Here's some fun facts. My brother has a liberal arts degree in Asian studies. Oh, fuck. He's just, what I say about your degree, it is the most telling and beginning statement of the quality and caliber of a person when they become an adult, is what they declare as a major. Either I'm going to work hard, be a contributing member to society, or I'm a lazy fuck. That's basically, that's why I wrote Worthless, and it's still good to this day. It actually has some value, though, in my opinion, because he now fluently speaks Japanese. No, it has no value. He's not working. If he was working as a translator, maybe. But it's not working. He is unemployed. I told him to make some Craigslist ads and try to sell some private Japanese lessons, and from there continue growing his business, but he doesn't even want to do that. I followed your advice, and I pointed out to him, "Who told you to follow your heart and the money would follow" video. Anyways, I'd love to hear some thoughts on this in the form of a video, because I find that I agree with you in almost all contexts. You make me laugh my ass off at these morons. I understand that the best thing I could do would be to ditch my brother completely and to break all parasitic relationships that I'm in. I'd like to see what your thoughts are on people who share a household or even a room with someone who is a parasite when they are conservative and productive. Well, the politics actually doesn't even really matter, because there are Democrats who work hard, they're just naive, and for the little people, that type of thing. And they do support themselves, they just vote the wrong way. But yeah, here's my stats: no kids, no girlfriend, no debt, parasitic brother, life's pretty easy. So, in your particular situation, you got to have respect for yourself. I wouldn't have lent them the $10. I wouldn't room with them, and I'd get the fuck out. That's what I would do. Or at least while you're there, making your money, don't bail them out anymore. I don't know what the living arrangement is that you have with your mom, and like you guys got to pay her rent or something like that. But if he's already got his degree and he's just sitting on his ass playing video games, he's taking advantage of your mom. Your mom didn't want to fucking raise 26-year-old children back at home. So for you, keep working, save your money. If you have to live at home to make ends meet, fine. But don't bail out your brother anymore. And the other thing, don't waste your time talking to him about this shit. The problem that you do is a lot of conservative or libertarian type people, they do. And that is, you actually think the liberals and leftists you're arguing with have intellectual interest and honesty in resolving in resolving problems. When 9 times out of 10, they're just using it as an excuse to live off the government dime. That's it. All these arguments about, take for example, the wage gap or discrimination, racism, all that. It's not to say that there aren't instances of someone being racist or sexist, but that's the wrong thing. You're approaching it at their face value. That, oh my God, they're really oppressed because of their race or their sex or ethnicity. No, 9 out of 10 times they're lying to themselves so they can have in their own little mind an entitlement to other people's money. They can live a parasitic life. So your brother, obviously, you could talk to him all day, show him data and charts. He chooses to believe this, okay? Like religious people. There's no proof. They choose to believe it. And so if you get a real zealot and you try and argue with them, they are never coming out of that. They're never going to unbelieve because they want to believe in that. This guy, your brother, wants to believe evil rich people are out there oppressing him and that's why he's entitled to their money. But that is on the face of it. That's not the real reason. The real reason is he's a lazy fuck and he doesn't want to work. That's it. That's all it is. So if you're gonna, I wouldn't even bother debating with him anymore. But skip the pleasantries of trying to explain conservative or libertarian or free market capitalist economics. It ain't gonna work. Just pick on him. Like if you got a girl, come on, yeah, this is my lazy brother who fucking doesn't do anything. Yeah, just slam on him. You can do that. Yours, brother. But I would say for your own mental sanity and your own mental sake, don't even bother wasting your time. Just go do your thing, ignore him. Don't lend him any more money. And then get out of the house as soon as you can and go live your life. That's what you gotta do. And let your brother fucking suck it up. He's not gonna find girls. He's not gonna date. In person anyway. So I think, do your own thing, live your own life. And then, if you ever get into it, you're just a fucking parasite. That's it. You're just a lazy fucking bum. Slam on it. Emotion, shame. That really gets people. And if he gets all pissed off, just say, fuck you. It's true. I'm not insulting you. I'm describing you. And that's the real insult right there, is where it's like, I'm not even trying to be mean. It's your own decisions that have led you to this state in your life that you are now a parasite. So anyway, I'm sorry about that. It always sucks that you got to deal with family members who are idiots, especially on politics. I personally view, this is why I will never marry a liberal chick. This is why you never marry. I refuse to have parasites support them, either financially, emotionally, or familially, and then have them stab me in my back and demand more of my money and take away more of my freedom. This isn't going to fucking work. And I've excommunicated different people until they finally figured it out. And, I guess you were right. Yeah, you think so? I just went to fucking school for it, did real good, predicted fucking everything. Maybe you think I know something? Anyway, so, sorry about that. Try to ignore them. You go live your life, make them jealous as fuck, have a great life. And, get some hot tail, bring it home, and mock and ridicule them. That's about it. Best of luck. Toodles.